Welcome back. This is an exclusive headlines today DNA Hansa opinion poll that we're just putting on air. And the question is, has India lost faith in the demigods it worships and a religion called cricket? Have our heroes let us down? Let's find that out. That's the question that we're putting on air. And let's look at the answers. Impact of the scandal on your viewing of the Indian Premier League. That's the first question, and look at what the response is. We've got you response of men and women separately. We're getting you response of the state's impact of the scandal on your IPL viewing. What is it that people are saying? In Mumbai, 47.6% of the respondents have said that their viewing has reduced. In Delhi, it's 43.6%. In Bangalore, it's 33%. Kolkata 52%. In a state like Bengal, in a city like Kolkata, where cricket and sports is religion, 52% are no longer watching this. 47% in Pune say their IPL viewing has reduced. In fact, stop viewing numbers are also 8% in Mumbai, 17% in Delhi, 18% in Bangalore, 10% in Kolkata, 23% in Pune. Increase is rather restricted. And let me quickly bring in Deva Prasad Dhar. He's the chief cricket correspondent and analyst of DNA who've done this. Ayaz Memon, senior sports journalist, will be joining us in Mumbai. Pradeep Magazine is with me in our Delhi studio. Rahul Mehra, senior advocate, will join us in a while, and Aslam Goni, member legal committee of the BCCI, with us on the show. And this is of utmost importance to you, sir. What is happening in IPL? Look at how people are reacting to this. Deva, let me come to you for the main point. IPL viewing has gone down because of this scandal, because of a series of these scandals. What are your main findings?
Main what?
Your main findings.
Okay. Well, the first thing which I have come to realize is that everywhere people are talking about every game they are looking at a suspicious activity. Now, for instance, yesterday's match, a catch was dropped at a crucial juncture. It was a simple takeable catch, but the general impression was that the catch was dropped deliberately. So you see, the first thing which I have noticed is that fans have lost faith in this format. Now there is no scope for human error, which is what makes cricket such a beautiful game. Every time there is an error, okay, you tend to suspect it, and this is what is happening. The common masses have lost faith in the game, and that is what disturbs me the most.
It indeed is very disturbing, and let's come to that point that you just raised. Do you think this scandal has completely eroded your trust in cricket? And let's put out those graphics on your television screens. What is it that people are saying? Of all the respondents, 67.9% say yes, this scandal has completely eroded their faith in the game. 67.8% are men, 68.1% are women. This is what they are saying. What are they saying in various cities? In Delhi, 62% have lost their faith in the game. In Bangalore, 67%. In Mumbai, 69%. Kolkata, 77%. Pune, 61%. Pradeep Magazine, as Deva Prasad Dhar was just telling us, that clearly in this game, people are losing their faith. Every dropped catch, every six, every four is being looked at with grave suspicion now.
So why should it surprise anyone?
But this is a gentleman's game. Where are things going so drastically
after all
wrong?
the revelations, it obviously has to do with IPL. After all the revelations, why should we? I am surprised that it's just 60%. Why not 100%? After the revelations, everyone would be suspicious of. I'm like wondering those 30%, whoever the person, I don't know what is the sample number you talk to.
Yes.
Who are these 30% who still feel that what they are watching is like unscripted?
Okay, what was the sample size in this survey, Deva Prasad Dhar? Take us through the sample, the number of people you spoke to, and how did this entire thing come about?
I think the sample size was 1,000. I'll give you the details in a while.
Okay, and Aslam Ghani, this is a wake-up call for BCCI. Clearly, in a country where cricket is religion, where cricketers are demigods, the faith in cricket has just gone down so drastically.
Well, this all indeed is very unfortunate, whatever you have narrated. It is unfortunate. There has been something happening. It's being investigated, being talked, being discussed, being hammered. And only request I would make is that this be hammered in a constructive way, not in a destructive way, so it should not affect in total the game of cricket. That's what is my request.
Okay, but the action that the BCCI is taking, and we'll also come to that in a while, do people have faith in the BCCI action? Do you now doubt, and let me put that graphic up next on air, when DNA Hansa put that question to their respondents, do you now doubt your role models in cricket? When that question was put, 48% said yes, 46% men, 52% women, and cricketers have a huge female fan following. That fan following, when you see a Srishant being arrested, or even a youngster like Chandila or Chavand being arrested, and names of several other cricketers doing rounds, are these cricketers no longer on a pedestal? Pradeep Magazine, this is a major crisis in credibility when fans or players start to doubt these cricketers.
No, obviously there is. There is. I don't know through this survey what is being tried to prove. I think what the point is that what are the administrators doing to clean up this? So if the numbers, whatever numbers you have there, if they are very high, I am surprised they are not very high. There are still 50% of the people on an average saying no, they have lost faith in cricket, which is not a bad thing. They have not lost faith in their role models. But obviously, what must have from my side as a cricket fan, when I watch an IPL match, obviously I watched yesterday's match a little bit with a lot of people, and all we were watching is that which ball was fixed.
Yes.
How? So it has become a source of entertainment, not as a source of entertainment as a cricket match, but as a source of entertainment trying to figure out guessing game that what is the fixing being done here. And if that is how the audience is watching the match, it's a serious crisis of credibility for all those sponsors who have put in money there, because if they withdraw, this IPL will collapse within no time.
Oh, absolutely. And there are now reports where sponsors are extremely concerned. Instead of these cricketers giving them a good name, instead of the sport giving them a good name, they perhaps seem to be getting a bad name with the product and with what is happening. And Aslam Ghani, in all of this, you know, what we are about to put out on a television screen should be of interest. Do you think that some other big names are involved in this scam and that they are being protected? When DNA Hansa poll put this question to respondents, 75.6% people of the respondents said yes, big names are being protected. Equally high almost in male and female. Only 14% saying don't know or no, 10% saying don't know. Aslam Ghani, after all of this, after the Delhi police started making their arrests, after the Mumbai police started making their arrests, the impression still is that the BCCI is not cracking the whip. The BCCI, even when the president's son-in-law is arrested, there seems to be no action by the BCCI, and people think big names are being protected. Aslam Ghani.
I don't agree on this, what you are saying. You see, the initial thing is that all day we have been discussing all this for past more than a week's time now. And since the case has been registered, all the worries shown by different channels was earlier that no, this whole thing would be dumped. I feel you need to pat the investigating agency that they have been going in a right direction, and they have been investigating it deeper, which should be concern of each citizen of this country, that this issue should be investigated to the deepest possible level, and all those people who are responsible should be brought to book. The unfortunate part is that we don't have much of law. That's what our Honorable Law Minister even said today, we don't have laws we are still in a process of making laws for it, and I pat here again BCCI. Yes. For your kind information, you can just see that when this case was registered in Delhi, if you remember all previous such cases which was registered under 420 IPC, those all cases did not see light of the day and ultimately failed. Today, immediately after this happening, when the working committee of BCCI met, they advised the sponsors to lodge a complaint because that amounted to breach of trust with the owners of the franchises of the teams. And equally, there are complaints lodged by the private persons who were the viewers.
Yes, but the fact remains, you as a lawmaker need to answer that Hansi Crony episode took place in the year 2000, and till the year 2013 you have no laws that have been put in place. It's only now, after this huge media and the national outcry, that Kapil Sibal talks about bringing in a law. But
BCCI cannot make a law against a crime.
Oh, absolutely. But BCCI has enough politicians. Pradeep Magazine.
Today, government has accepted. Today, that we have not been able to make law. This is a crime.
But politicians did not join BCCI today. Pradeep Magazine. Politicians have always been there in BCCI, and the most powerful politicians in this country, if they can't bring a law, who can?
Gaurav, I don't know
how do you think that BCCI has the power to bring a criminal law?
Part of J&K's
if that is the situation, then I'm sorry that
I don't know. He must have been put there as a vote bank politics, as somebody, as a legal cell member. I don't think whatever he says matters. Why waste time on him? No. I'm saying that don't waste the viewers' time and ask him questions.
The matter is there are enough politicians, Pradeep Magazine, in the board.
The fact is there are enough politicians. They are part of BCCI. Today or even earlier, even during 2000 or earlier, there is something called collective responsibility. Yes. Today we are saying hang Srinivasan. Why not all the ones who allowed him this kind of a clout? Today all your TV channels are running interviews of Lalit Modi, who as if he is some kind of a savior. He is the man who put in an apparatus in place. They used him, they used Lalit Modi. He had his own relatives as owners of his teams, and once they used him, they found, because he didn't have that kind of a clout which these other people have, they dumped him. Now to dump Srinivasan would be difficult, I think, because Srinivasan is a very powerful man.
Yes.
And I hope, I am a great critic of Srinivasan, but I hope that Srinivasan has the courage to take down with him all others who were part of this racket.
Okay, and the laws could have come much earlier. The most powerful politicians in this country are a part of BCCI, and not just today. All along, they have been a part of BCCI. If strong laws were needed, they were needed even in the year 2000 as they are in 2013. So this question, Deba Prasad Dhar, clearly makes sense when you say that big names are involved in the scam and they are being protected. When this question was put to your respondents, clearly all of them agreed that BCCI perhaps is not doing enough that needs to be done. What is it that BCCI needs to do in the light of this question and the answers that you've got?
Okay. First, I'd like to answer your earlier question.
Yes.
About the samples that you were talking about.
Yes.
We did a survey of 4 metros and Pune, and the revelations are very startling. Firstly, it's very sad to see that in a city like Calcutta, the viewership for the last match was virtually nothing. It was almost half of what the usual Eden Gardens crowd is.
Yes.
Secondly, the viewership has also gone down this year after these scams emerged. Basically, the scenes are not good. And now to ask your second question about what has the BCCI done? Virtually nothing, I would say. See, this entire business of having a ACSU body, how is it going to help? What the ACSU does is, it only educates the player. It asks the player to follow certain protocols. But that's about it. Unless you instill fear, unless there is a severe consequence for such a deed. Okay.
Yes.
However, are players going to be careful or not indulge in such activities? I get an impression that they get confidence from the weakness in our system.
Okay, and this is a question that I will put to Mr. Goni in just a while. Mr. Goni, this would be of utmost importance to you. You're a member of the legal committee of the BCCI, and when DNA Hansa put this specific question to its respondents. Do you think that BCCI is not taking enough measures to curb unethical practices in the game of cricket? Look at the answers. We've put out those answers on your... Sir, just look at what the response is, Mr. Goni. BCCI is not taking enough measures. 76% in Mumbai say yes, 77% in Delhi say yes, 79% in Bangalore say yes, in Kolkata, and Kolkata is where your finals are being played. In Kolkata, 83% say enough measures are not being put in place. In Pune, again, 83% say enough measures are not being put in place to curb unethical practices in cricket. And let me bring in advocate and activist Rahul Mehra on the show on this. And Rahul, the respondents have actually clearly said BCCI is not doing enough, not putting enough steps in place to ensure unethical practices don't take place. Just laying the blame on ACU's door, on ICC's door, will not do. Rahul.
Yes, Gaurav. First of all, I must tell you that I've been here on show for last 20 minutes. I don't know, why I've been called at 10 o'clock when the show had to start at 10:30. But let us proceed with the show, Gaurav. Gaurav, Mr. Goni belongs to Jammu and Kashmir Cricket Association. I can understand his, he's constrained and he's speaking BCCI's language because he's been given a lot of committees by BCCI. There is a pending inquiry which is going on, which the J&K administration under the leadership of Mr. Farooq Abdullah for last 3.5 years has not allowed to go ahead. 25 crores of embezzlement of money, of which Mr. Ghoni is also a part of. So, first we need to look into ourselves what we are talking about.
Yeah, go on.
Please, no personal allegation.
Now,
please listen to me.
You deny it.
Since you made an allegation, I will give his denial card.
I deny it. And I tell the anchor, please, hold such people who are here.
Absolutely no. Headlines Today takes no part. Headlines Today does not endorse what Rahul Mehra has said. No, we do not endorse what Rahul Mehra has said. Rahul,
he must know the facts and then speak.
Rahul, this is part of
he's been telling this.
I appreciate
the allegations against the players are allegations. The allegations against CSK owner are allegations. So if we can take notice of that, why can't we take notice of allegations against the J&K district? They are part of police complaints.
Are any of the show? You take your words back. You are making a ball allegation. You are making it wrong.
Gaurav, I can shout 10.
No, respond to the question. Respond to the question. On this show, I will request my guests, Rahul Mehra and Mr. Goni, request you, Aslam Goni and Rahul Mehra. We will restrict ourselves to the question that we are putting out on the show, please.
Gaurav,
this is what happens to every person.
Gaurav.
Yes, Rahul,
I must be allowed to speak.
Yes, Rahul, go on.
I can say only that much.
Go on, Rahul.
I can shout 10 times louder than Mr.
This is
Goni.
not a shouting match. Please, Mr. Goni and Rahul Mehra, I would request you to both restrict yourselves to the issue at hand here, Rahul Mehra.
No, please, come to the point. There is nothing personal between me and
I reiterate.
No, Rahul Mehra, my question, Rahul, on the show, my question is restricted. Has BCCI taken enough measures to curb unethical practices? Rahul Mehra, kindly respond to this.
I am answering to your question if I am allowed to without interruption, Gaurav, and I hope Mr. Goni will not jump like a popcorn.
No, you can't make.
Yeah, so he should have the patience.
I will make one thing very clear. Don't make any, and you will have to face consequences for making false allegations.
I am waiting for those consequences, Mr. Goni. Please go ahead. As far as I am concerned, I was. Please, I am waiting with all eagerness.
There are personal allegations to be. If you get the panelists who have got
Gaurav, I must be allowed.
Who have got to level personal allegations, I am sorry. Then it's not a proper place to come. These people have habit of leveling false allegations without any basis for the same.
Please answer the question that I put to you so that I can move to the next part of my show.
First informant in the case. I can send you the FIR. And then you read that FIR.
Only if I am allowed to.
Go on, Rahul.
I hope you are the anchor and not Mr. Goni.
Rahul, please answer the question or I will move to the next issue. Rahul, will you answer this question that I put to you?
Please allow me to.
Go on.
Give me the time.
Go on.
So what I'm saying, Gaurav, what I'm saying is there are two standards. One is for the J&K Cricket Association, where there is embezzlement going on for 25 crores, no investigation going on, and then there is the father, parent body, BCCI, where thousands of crores of money is being alleged to be, money laundered, round tripping, company law violations, RBI guidelines being violated, black money being converted into white. So it's only a reflection, a mirror image of what the state associations are doing is what BCCI is doing at the national level. So don't be surprised. And let me say BCCI has done. No, please allow me now. Please allow me. I haven't got the time. You
respond to this specific. Rahul, hold on. There are other aspects. We will continue to talk about that. The respondents and the DNA Hansa poll.
If Rahul has personal issues to discuss here, then I'm sorry.
No, Mr. Goni, I'm on the bigger issue of BCCI not taking enough measures.
Yes.
What measures has the BCCI taken? The allegations of Hawala money, the allegation of black money being used.
False allegations, and that means that how you are dealing with the whole situation.
In the issue of the Indian Premier League
cricketing fraternity, because the Pakistani players were caught for match fixing.
Yes.
The English players are caught for, South African players are caught for. Today, all these people who come here, they are demoralizing the whole cricketing fraternity. Today, even the player like Rahul Dravid is not sure about the most gentlemanly player we have. He is not sure about. He too maybe tomorrow may be called by the police because of the hype and the false allegations being leveled.
Why are you not investigating them in the right earnest? Why is this not being investigated in the right earnest, Mr. Goni? All of this started, Pradeep Magazine, all of this started in the year 2000 when that Hansi Kronia episode came up first. Did the BCCI let a decent, fair, impartial investigation happen?
I think you got answer from Honorable Law Minister today. I think, you should not ask me
what Rahul is trying to say, what I am also trying to say, if you have a BCCI legal cell, in which you have a member of the legal cell, who there are allegations right there against those people. So what are we talking about? Why are we wasting time on Mr. Goni? I think Goni is the wrong representative of the board. Let the board.
That is not for Pradeep. Stick to
who
facts.
will probe? If their legal cells, the part of their legal cell he himself is being investigated, or there are charges of corruption against them. So what will the board do? Why are we trusting the board to do anything? The board itself is a conglomerate of people who have destroyed all credibility of the sport.
And that is a very serious allegation, Mr. Goni, that you should answer, because the next question that DNA Hansa put to its respondents asked, does severe conflict of interest like BCCI president owning a team erode the credibility of Indian cricket? And majority of the respondents, and you have those figures on your television screen.
No interest in this whole issue. I am just trying to say what legally I can understand and what I can understand from all the facts. You are asking me the questions which you know well the answers. You are asking the questions which are not relevant for the issue. You are trying to.
I am sorry. Are you saying Aslam Goni? Are you saying conflict of interest is not relevant when the BCCI president's son-in-law is arrested, sir?
Please listen to me.
No. You kindly respond to this. The BCCI president's son-in-law was arrested less than 24 hours earlier, and you are saying conflict of interest is not an issue?
It is not an issue. If BCCI president's son is arrested, he is found somewhere, he will face it.
Okay, let me put this question to Deva Prasad Dhar.
You can't hang father for the son.
Deva Prasad Dhar, with this question, the
there are disobedient sons. There are disobedient sons.
Son-in-law, who is the president of the team? Who is the principal of the team? Principal of Chennai Super Kings? Deva Prasad Dhar, what did
I don't know. Your channel has been saying that Mr. Srinivasan he has denied he being the CEO of the team. Your channel said it. I don't have any personal knowledge about it.
Well, but as a member of the legal committee, you should have personal knowledge, because the identity card that Gurunath was carrying said he's principal of the team.
who is
And
CEO of
Rajiv
which
Shukla
team.
introduced
I am
him as
not
the owner
I
of
have
the
not-
team
let me
at
make
the
one thing
auction.
clear to you. I have not watched a single IPL match except for one match since the IPL has started. I have not watched even a single match.
Okay, that of course even the
So
BCCI
what?
president has
So
said,
what?
I have no time to watch these IPL matches. Everyone seems to be distancing
No,
himself.
no, the point is not that. Point is IPL is being run by a different entity.
Okay, you may want to distance yourself
There is
from it
IPL.
now.
IPL is there. If you get, if you are telling me about my friends are saying that Lalit Modi coming out. Lalit Modi is a fugitive.
Today he is a fugitive. Till a couple of years back he was the blue-eyed boy who started this entire thing.
What right your channels have got to get Lalit Modi to level allegations against Srinivasan when he himself is not coming to face any allegation. He is not
Okay,
prepared to come
Deva
to face the law
Prasad Dhar,
of the country.
on the issue of severe conflict of interest, what were the findings? Severe conflict of interest.
Well, I don't have the details of the findings of conflict of interest as such, but I can tell you that the masses we surveyed, I cannot give you the exact percentage, had raised a severe objection to it, that how come a BCCI chief own an IPL team. There was always a conflict of interest on this, but it was something that that was never addressed severely. Now that this scandal has happened, we are talking about it.
Okay, Pradeep, you wanted to come in on the issue of Lalit Modi.
It has been, you see,
was
it has
that
been
when
addressed
Farooq
very well.
Abdullah,
Let me say one thing,
who's Mr.
rightly
Ghani
and
is part
wrongly,
of
I
Farooq
don't plead
Abdullah's
for anyone,
national
but this
conference
matter is
and his
subject
J&K
to
Cricket
the Supreme
Association,
Court. As
when
Mr.
Lalit
Yesterday
Modi took
probably
the
on your
entire
channel or other channels,
tournament
very
to
clearly
South
said
Africa,
that is
and
case
Farooq
is listed on
Abdullah
16th
was
of July.
Okay,
about
Mr. Ghani,
sulking.
I'm just getting a reaction
I
from
can't be
Pradeep
Supreme Court
Magazine.
here.
I'll come to you in a
I
moment.
can't say something
If everyone
in
talks, we'll
cases-
achieve
in the
nothing.
cases which are sub judice.
Go on, Pradeep.
I'm saying when Farooq Abdullah was sulking, I think there was a problem in the formation of cabinet in J&K and he was not being made part of it here. They all went to South Africa. Lalit Modi invited all these people and they all went to South Africa to enjoy IPL there. So what are they talking about Lalit Modi? Lalit Modi was part of them. He got caught. He didn't have too many godfathers, I think. So that is why he was dumped. Now these people are going to dump Srinivasan probably would be more difficult for them because he's a more powerful man.
Yes. And can BCCI Rahul Mehra get away by saying that we are not a, we don't watch IPL matches. IPL is a different entity. Ask IPL.
Not at all. Who is the parent body? I mean, IPL is only a subcommittee of BCCI. And BCCI's president is the king of conflict of interest, Mr. N. Srinivasan. And, this is the apathy that officials like Mr. Ghani have for the Aam Aadmi of this country, that we don't care. What is the conflict of interest? His son-in-law is languishing in police custody and he's one of the accused in as serious an offense as betting, cheating and spot fixing. And Mr. Ghani says, so what? I mean, IPL should go on. There is nothing wrong with us. BCCI is the best body. Every rule and regulation is in place. Let me just say 5 things and please allow me now. And I don't want to be interrupted. I don't want to be interrupted. I'm sorry.
Guru.
Yes, so far the charges may be betting, but he's suspected of being involved in spot fixing.
Gaurav, you have to allow me to speak.
Go on.
Gaurav, you have to allow me to speak. It can't be a monologue of Mr. Ghani on your show. I'm sorry.
Go on, make your point. You have 30 seconds.
The conflict of Mr. Ghani got 30 minutes. Give me at least a minute. So my point is, Gaurav, that the issue is not of conflict of interest of only the king of conflict of interest, Mr. Srinivasan. The issue is also that there is a conflict of interest of Arun Jaitley and the entire governing council, including Ravi Shastri. What were they doing out there? Why were they accomplice to the entire mess that IPL is in? They were also there 3 years back when they pleaded before the standing committee of the government of India, Yashwant Sinha's, where they said
this is something, Mr. Ghani, that the BCCI will have to answer on the severe conflict of interest. Severe conflict of interest, Mr. Ghani.
You don't let me finish my point.
You can't. Okay, go on, Mr. Ghani. Your final comments.
My final comments only request to all my esteemed friends here that we are talking on a national channel which is being seen by everyone. We should be very responsible while talking and wait for the investigation which is going on. The police has taken remand of Guru, which has been given till 29th. So far, police has presented the only
what
thing
will the BCCI do? What the police has done? I know, Mr. Boni. What is the BCCI? Will the BCCI go for an internal cleaning up operation? Will the BCCI look for accountability, Mr. Boni?
Yes. Yes, I can't hear you, please.
Will there be internal cleanup by BCCI? I know what the Mumbai police is doing. Tell me what BCCI intends to do.
BCCI, a public interest litigation filed before Supreme Court. Supreme Court has given 15 days time to the person who is put by the BCCI to submit his report. That is what I can say. I can't say more than that. That is what I have
will Ravi Savani report? Will Ravi Savani be able to get to the bottom of this? Will he be able to investigate Mr. Srinivasan and others? Remains the big question.
None of us is here to decide about it. Let him submit.
Yes, we shall be waiting and we'll be tracking that story very closely. But that's all I seem to have time for on the show. I'd like to thank all my guests for being a part of this show. A rather controversial and a heated debate. Many thanks to all my guests for being a part of this. We'll be tracking this story very closely. A quick break. News and updates continue on Headlines Today. Stay with us.